in North America for you here to bet on. Before we get our show underway, just a couple of things. Reminder here, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Free picks every single day. Of course, be sure to like and subscribe. Set those notifications. You want to set a notification for this show, so you want to be live with us so you can bet into the best numbers. Also, I would like to remind you of our promo run. You can save 20% off all pre and pick packages. When you use the promo code TonyT at checkout, you can access our page by clicking the link in the description, then clicking the All Cappers tab. Get signed up. Also, we'd love to hear from you folks. Post your picks in the comments below. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get the show underway. Let's welcome Paul Lagrantos. You'll find him over at Tony'sPicks.com. Paul, how's it going today?
No, it's been going great. I added another winner in my best bets over the weekend. Now 18-3-1. So yeah, it's been going great. I got more best bets loaded at my page. One of them is a midweek MLS match, and another one is from the La Liga Premier, which is in about a month from now. So a lot of plays, also MLS midweek plays. But first, I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts on some interesting props and totals you can bet on in these midweek MLS fixtures.
Yeah, MLS card here for the midweek. We've got a five pack as always here with Paul Lagrantos. We'll get it started underway here with this one. Let's get our pick one here from our 5-pack for today. And we go to MLS here for Tuesday as we have Houston taking on Austin.
Yeah, Austin, they've been really good at home. They've scored 2+ goals in 5 of 8 home matches this season. And may I remind you that they scored 5 goals against Cincinnati and Inter Miami, respectively. So a really strong offensive team at home. Well, Houston, not so good on the road. They've conceded 2+ goals in 6 of their last 7 matches, regardless of venue. And they're traditionally bad on the road. And this season, they have just 2 wins and 6 losses in 8 away matches. So they've conceded 2+ goals in 6 of their last 7 matches on the road, and in each of their last 4. So this is going to be the second match of the season between the two sides. Austin, they beat Houston by 2-1 at Houston earlier in the season, and they have now scored 2+ goals in 3 of 4 matches against Houston over the years. So the best bet you can make here is taking the Austin over 1.5 team totals at -140 here.
All right, Paul Lagrantos' finest picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. Here's his play here from the MLS here for Tuesday action. Houston Dynamo and Austin. He likes Austin over 1.5 team totals to return -140. Hey, you guys are tuned into Soccer Picks Daily. We're with us here Monday through a Friday at 2:15 Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications. Be live with us so you can bet into the best numbers. All right, let's continue on here with Soccer Picks Daily, joined by Paul Lagrantos. It is now time for pick 2 from our 5-pack MLS here for Wednesday, Real Salt Lake and Atlanta United.
Yeah, Atlanta United 11th in the East with 20 points, just 5 wins, 8 losses, and 5 draws. They're 14-4 to the over 2.5 goals with an average of 3.1 goals per match. And at home, they have 4 wins, 2 losses, and 3 draws. They're 7-2 to the over 2.5 goals with an average of 3.3 goals per match. And they've been really consistent in the both teams to score. They're 11-2 to the both teams to score in the last 13 matches. Real Salt Lake, they're 3rd in the West with 30 points, 8 wins, 5 losses, 6 draws. They're just 5-4 to the over 2.5 goals with an average of just 2.3 goals per match. They've been bad on the road with just 2 wins, 5 losses, and 3 draws, and again 5-5 to the over 2.5 goals with an average of 2.7 goals per match. But Atlanta United, they remain scoreless in a tough loss in their last match, while Real Salt Lake, they blew a lead and they ended up for a draw. But they're really bad on the road. But I still think that they'll be able to find at least 1 goal against this depleted Atlanta United defense. We've been saying that. I also been writing this in my write-ups that Atlanta United have a really bad defense this season. It's not even their fault. They had a ton of injuries to their starting goalkeeper and their pretty much the entire defensive line. So we're going to take both teams to score here, -150. I think that's the safest bet you can make here.
All right, Paul Lagrantos' finest picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. MLS here for Wednesday action. Real Salt Lake and Atlanta United. He likes both teams to score the return, -115. All right, guys, tune in to Soccer Picks Daily. If you're looking for Paul's best bets, he's been on fire here with his guaranteed plays. Also, the top unit producer over at Tony'sPicks.com. Just click the link in the description below. Click the All Cappers tab, get signed up, and use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll save 20% off all premium picks here from Paul Lagrantos, whether it's long-term passes, one-offs, one-days, guaranteed picks. Use as much as you like. Tony T promo code, save 20% off. Let's continue on here with Soccer Picks Daily, joined by Paul Lecaredos. Here we go. It is now time for pick 3 from our 5-pack MLS for Wednesday. Is Toronto FC and Chicago Fire.
Yeah, Toronto, I mean, they've been a dumpster fire this season, and so have Chicago Fire. Both teams have been really, really bad, but the odds shouldn't be like that. I mean, Chicago Fire are given as a heavy favorite, but we're looking to fade Chicago Fire in this situation. Toronto, they've been really, really good against Chicago. They beat them by 3-2 at home earlier in the season, and they're now unbeaten in their last 14 matches against Chicago. They have 11 wins and 3 draws, and 3 of those wins came by the correct score of 2-1. 3 of those wins came by the correct score of 3-1, and 3 of those wins came by the correct score of 3-2. And all 3 draws in that span, they were 2-2 draws. So these are really, really nice, correct scores if you want to throw a few bucks at them. And moreover, Toronto, they've been excellent in this venue in recent years. They're unbeaten their last 5 at Chicago. They won 4, and the other one was a draw. So again, both teams really, really bad this season, but the odds shouldn't be like that. So we're taking a shot with Toronto plus half a goal at plus 132. It's essentially a double chance for Toronto here.
Okay, here we go. Paul Lecaredos, find his picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. MLS for Wednesday, Toronto FC and Chicago Fire. He likes Toronto plus half a goal to return, plus 132. Tune in to Soccer Picks Daily, joined by Paul Lecaredos. Guys, with you here Monday through Friday at 2:15 Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications, be live with us so you can bet into the best numbers. That's when you set those notifications. All right, let's continue on here with Soccer Picks Daily, joined by Paul Lecaredos. You'll find him there at Tony'sPicks.com. Get on board with one of his long-term passes. It is now time here for pick number 4 from our 5-pack MLS for Wednesday. We got San Jose take on the LA Galaxy.
Yeah, the Galaxy, I mean, they have a really, really bad defense this season. They've already conceded 22 goals in 18 matches, and at home it hasn't been much better. They have conceded 13 goals in 10 matches. So a lot of high-scoring matches there for Los Angeles. They can't really keep clean sheets. They have an average of 2.9 goals per home match. And I really do believe that they really can't keep a clean sheet against San Jose. I think the Galaxy have kept just a couple of clean sheets this season so far at home, and just one in their last 6 or 7 matches. So their defense is really, really struggling. They conceded 3 goals to Minnesota United. They even conceded a couple of goals to Sacramento Republic in the US Open Cup. So just a bad defense. While San Jose, I mean, you can't really trust them. They've been really awful, especially on the road. Still winless, 6 losses, 3 draws. They have conceded 20 goals, which is the second worst away defense in the conference. They concede at least a couple of goals in each match, but they have scored 10, so they average just a little over 1 goal per away match. And I know if you see their stats, maybe you'll see a couple of matches where they didn't score, but they only failed to score against the good defenses in the league. So they failed to score against Philadelphia Union, which is a good defense, against Minnesota, which is a good defense, against New York City, which is a good defense, and against Nashville, which is also a good defense, and Real Salt Lake. But in all other matches, they've been scoring multiple goals. They did so against Toronto. They did so against the LAFC. They did so against Vancouver. So San Jose, they kind of struggle to score goals against the good defenses in the league, but they do score, and sometimes they score multiple goals against mediocre or bad defenses, and the LA Galaxy do have a bad defense. So the way I'm looking at this is goals, goals, goals. So we're going to take the combination of both teams to score and over 2.5 goals at a really nice minus 120.
All right, Paul Lecaredos, find his picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. MLS here for Wednesday, San Jose and LA Galaxy. He likes both teams to score and over 2.5 goals to return, minus 120. Continue on here with Soccer Picks Daily, joined by Paul Lecaredos. Guys, if you missed any of our picks, we'll do a complete recap at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here with Soccer Picks Daily. It's now time for pick 5 from our 5-pack MLS for Wednesday. It's New York City and FC Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas, they are really fond of the both teams to score, 12-2 to the both teams to score in the last 14 matches. And New York City, something has happened to them since Coach Ronnie Dela left them, and they've been they just recently recorded their first win after 6 matches. They had 2 losses and 3 draws prior to that, and they've been playing quite differently under the new coach. In the last match, they beat New England by 4-2. Prior to that, they had a 2-2 draw against Atlanta United. Prior to that, they had a 4-4 draw at Cincinnati. So their defense is not so good anymore. They conceded multiple goals in each of the last 6 matches, and it's been really something has happened to that defense, and they're not really strong on the road. Maybe they're really good at home, this New York City side, but on the road in 7 matches this season, they've only won twice. They have 3 losses and 2 draws. So in this case, I believe that FC Dallas can score multiple goals at home. Really strong at home. Traditionally, this season, they started off really well, but now they're winless in their last 3 with 2 losses and 1 draw. So they're really eager to get back to winning ways. After all, they're winless in their last 5 matches, regardless of venue. But now returning at home should give them a nice boost. And New York City, I mean, they've been playing really openly lately. So what I propose here is taking both teams to score. The price is just minus 185. Not that great, but you can use this as a parlay piece. But yeah, I believe that it's going to be an easy both teams to score. After all 7 previous matches between the 2 sides over the years produced both teams to score. A lot of draws there, a 3-3 draw, a couple of 1-1 draws, a 2-2 draw. So maybe the draw is something to consider here at plus 260. But, I think taking both teams to score at minus 185 is a really, really safe bet here.
Paulo got his final picks over at TonySpace.com. MLS for Wednesday, New York City and FC Dallas. Both teams to score the return, minus 185. You're tuning into Soccer Daily here, joined by Paulo Legaretos. We've got our 5-pack. Before we get to the recap, Paul, I want you to let everybody know what you have going on over at TonySpace.com, where you've been doing fantastic work here. Top unit producer over at the site, 18-3-1 in your past at 22 guaranteed selections. What do you have going on over at TonySpace.com?
Yeah, these best bets have been really, really good with me this season, and congratulations to those of you who follow me. I know some of you follow me consistently with these guaranteed best bets, and you must have made a fortune. I have another guaranteed best bet from the midweek MLS fixtures. I believe it's going to be an easy winner, this one, and I have another guaranteed La Liga best bet. Of course, this goes live in about a month, but there's still time to get it before the odds drop, and they will drop. I can guarantee you that. I have an MLS contrarian play of the day. I think everybody is going to bet on the opposite direction, but I think very differently than most people. So I have an MLS contrarian play of the day, again for these midweek fixtures. And I have an MLS easy total, which I believe is going to be an easy winner. All 4 plays. Actually, 3 of them are MLS plays for midweek, and the other one is taking place about a month from now. So if you get a 30-day pass, you will also get the opening weekend from the Premier League, the Bundesliga, and the French League One. And if you wait a couple of days and then you get a 30-day all access pass, then you'll get all 5 big leagues, which are starting by mid-August. So that's probably the best timing to get a now 30-day pass.
That's right, guys. Got to go with Paul Legaretos over at TonySpace.com. You see numbers doing great work here for 2022, 729 units of profit, 18-3-1 last 22 guaranteed premiums. You can verify those numbers by going to Paul's handicapper page over at TonySpace.com. Go down to pick history. You can see every play. It's fully documented, graded immediately there. Of course, Paul does have his guaranteed plays up there. He's got his MLS midweek winner here that is guaranteed, as well as his La Liga best bet, which goes off in about a month. Get on board. There are also individual plays up there from a total from the MLS contrarian play as well. But instead of buying these plays individually, we may consider here that 1-month all sports pass. That's the best value right now. Get all of Paul's premium plays for 1 month. Includes all his, of course, his North American, South American football, soccer plays, as well as the European leagues as they begin here in early August. That'll get you into the first weekend of action there. So a good time to get that 1-month all sports pass. And we're going to save you $66 right now on that 1-month all sports pass when you use the promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access Paul's page by clicking the link in the description, then click in the all cappers tab, get signed up, and that promo code is good on anything. If you want to try them out on guaranteed play, on a contrarian play, any of the individual plays, or even the longer 1-year all sports pass, it works. I just hit the math for you on the 30-day pass, which I think is fantastic value right now as we get the European League starting off here in less than a month. So you get that first weekend of action with that 30-day all sports pass. All right, let's continue on here with Soccer Daily, joined by Paul Legaretos. And Paul, it is now time for the recap.
Okay, these are all MLS plays for the midweek fixtures. First play is on Tuesday between Houston Dynamo and Austin. We're going to take the over 1.5 team totals for Austin, minus 140. Then we move on to Wednesday's matches. Real Salt Lake at Atlanta United. We're going to take both teams to score, minus 150. Toronto FC at Chicago Fire. We're going to take Toronto plus half a goal, plus 132. That's essentially a double chance for Toronto. Then we move on to San Jose Earthquakes at LA Galaxy. We're going to take the combination of both teams to score at over 2.5 goals at minus 120. And final play is New York City at FC Dallas. We're going to take both teams to score minus 185. If you don't like the price, you can use it as a parlay piece.
That's right, guys. Here we go with Paul Legretos here with this recap, that 5-pack. And remember, if you want Paul's best bets, just click the link in the description. Get on board. He's doing great work here. 18-3-1 in his past 22 guaranteed selections, as well as the top unit producer over at TonySpace.com for soccer and for sports overall. So good time to get on board with that 30-day sports pass. Save $66 using that promo code TonyT at checkout. All right, that'll do it here for this edition here of Soccer Picks Daily. I thank Paul for joining us, guys. Be sure to tune in again tomorrow live at 2:15 each time. We'll do it all over again. Paul will give out his 5-pack free, so make sure you tune in live. And, of course, like, subscribe. And, of course, you want to set those notifications. Be live with us so you can bet into the best numbers from these great picks here from our expert handicapper, Paul Legretos. Sorry, that'll do it for this edition here of Soccer Picks Daily. No wave goodbye to you guys. Have yourself a great afternoon and evening. Make it a winning one. We'll talk with you guys again tomorrow live at 2:15 Eastern Time with Soccer Picks Daily.